Whew. Hey y'all, what's going on? This is like the fourth time I've tried to do this video. For some reason, I keep losing my motherfucking connection. But this is about the LA basketball hoes, and oof. Let's get into it because there wasn't no real major shit that went on. Drea is trying to hit at Jackie, which I felt like she had every reason to hit at her. What I didn't feel was the fact that everybody around her was looking so startled when Drea was trying to fight her. Y'all act like Jackie ain't no motherfucking snake. You bitches kill me with that. Like, this is a motherfucking devil damn near. This bitch, if she ain't the devil, she's the devil's hoe. Now, come on. And Drea's sitting there like, you calling me hoe and bitch. On top of that, what you saying happened, I was there. I mean, bitch, you're making shit up. Anywho, after that shit goes on, Drea, boo, I almost want Drea to get off the show and maybe get her own show. I don't know. Because I just don't think she's suited for, I mean, you know what I mean? Like, this shit is, like, really? Seriously? I'm sorry, y'all. I was just, I, anywho. Girl, I'm going to need you to get your own show. I just work on your bikinis and doing your pictures, this and that and other. Because listening to Laura, which later on in the show, and y'all know I'm all over the place, listen to her talking to Jackie about what went on. And bitch, and prior to that, she was at the motherfucking vintage shop with Bambi's ass trying to take her for Jackie. And Bambi, bitch, you have not been there long enough. You are a new host, so stay in a new host place. I'm just saying. Like, I heard what you saying as far as Laura, you need to keep it 100 and tell Jackie you ain't friends with her and tell her Malaysia or whatever. But girl, what you was saying was right, but you trying to take on Jackie like, oh, she just this and that another bitch. Sit your motherfucking ass down and for real, because you don't know who you dealing with. And with that being said, if you saying you Malaysia's friend, that bitch I know you seen last season. So why the fuck you grip so tight to Miss Jackie? Unless you that same kind of bitches. Yeah, a damn. Okay. Okay. Anywho. Sit your ass down. Now, you was saying what was right, and they are wrong for not telling her, which I believe Malaysia would, and Malaysia's kind of like, well, I'm the one who's been fighting so hard for Jackie as if she wants more attention. I don't know what Malaysia wants. You know, Malaysia, just go ahead and concentrate on getting your little brain together, whatever, girl. You came in here trying to be Mrs. Save a Hole, but girl, save your motherfucking self. And with that being said, extend the motherfucking whole lifeline to Bambi's motherfucking ass, please, today. But her was laid, and I do think Bambi's cute as a button. Anywho, so that whole scene went down, and Laura was talking about how she's just doing Jackie, how she did her, and I ain't even her friend. But then, bitch, you go and meet up with Jackie to talk about the whole fight with Dre and this and that and other, and Jackie's like, what do you think? And you was like, well, if you do that, you're gonna get snapped. I mean, bitch, so you still don't like Drea, but who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck? And bitch, if you really not feeling Jackie like that, bitch, why are you acting like you are, bitch, for real? Like you got some shit invested in that. I mean, even if you doing it for that reason, you still look like a fucked up asshole because you being just like Jackie. So what's your point? None. Lawrence, as usual. And with that being said, honey, I would say stop. Give every can of Slim Fast, whatever the fuck neutral system, whatever you doing, bitch, it's time to stop because you've lost all the weight you need to lose. You know, I'm just saying. You know, anywho. Girl, I was really getting ready to lay into you, honey. Yeah, I was going to lay all the way in her. Anywho. Mm-mm. Oh, Jesus. Anywho. Bougie. Anywho. So, and yeah, y'all, I might put it on Facebook what I was going to say. But I was really going to lay into her and her motherfucking jaws being creased, bitch. And you know, the only motherfucking time your jaws are ever really, you know, bitch, you look like you just walking around just sucking air dicks. I don't know. And there it is, y'all. And there it is, bad. She's on my nerves, y'all. Just pray for me. That's all you can do. Anywho, off of that. So she's having this conversation and this whole shit. Meanwhile, Drea wants to meet up with what's the other broad's Brooke? Which Brooke comes in with these grown ass kids, bitch. When did you start having babies? How fucking old are you? And girl, some of them kids look older, honey. I would say bravo, bitch, because your body is all the way together. Some of the, when you start having kids. Anywho, y'all, so Brooke's on there, and she is with Drea, and Drea's talking, and Drea breaks her son, and they just want to kind of have a conversation and talk or whatever. They hopping on this little hop thing, which was good. It gave Drea a break. I think Drea is really stressed out. And with that being said, I did see on Twitter, I think it was last week, that she was asking everybody to pray for her dad who was in hospital or whatever. So I think she just got a lot on her plate or whatever. It is what it is with Drea. She is who she is, but out of all the people that's on the basketball hoes, I think she is the most transparent. Because I even think with Miss Malaysia, honey, it's still some motherfucking ravens and bones and shit hanging out of her motherfucking closet. Although she's giving you, I just want to be, bitch, I'm on there. So anywho, so they have the conversation and Brooke's there, and then off of that, and what was the next shit? I'm trying to get out. It was so fucking boring. It's just I really don't. What else was it? She's trying to figure out, making last arrangements about this whole wedding shit. Everybody's acting like they ain't gonna come, and old girl said at this point you're gonna be the best woman and this and that and other. So Jackie's trying to do that. Meanwhile, I think Jackie's daughter is going to come back into play, and this is where I believe Laura's ass, I think it was, is going to be meddling. And y'all, if I'm wrong, just, correct me and drop it below, because really this show is fucking boring. And I will say this real motherfucking quick, and let me just pause for a minute and talk to Shawnee's big-headed motherfucking ass. Bitch, just because somebody tell you your show might be boring or whatever the case may be, or however, bitch, don't mean bitch, the show is fucking boring. It is. With that being said, I would ask you to get a whole new motherfucking cast for the Miami motherfucking hosts, because I'm over Evelyn. Tammy, bitch, be gone. I just want some bitch be gone spray and just spray on them hoes. And with that being said, bitch, let me just get into this. Why you was letting motherfuckers go when you let Royce go and this and that? Another bitch, you could have let Sloozy go. And why the hell you got your motherfucking ass on your back? Because everybody's talking about your, whole basketball whole shit, and now you mad or whatever. Bitch, you could just disappear into the night hole for me. Trying to act like, oh, I'm this and that and other. Girl, you ain't doing nothing but pimping them. Now you want to turn your face and this and that and other, when they doing shit, but when somebody bring it to you all upset and want to say, oh, I'm not and I can't, and we're, bitch, please. What I would tell you to do is keep taking care of that damn near, old, barely old enough ass dude that you taking care of. Really, bitch? Like, for real. I'm like over you, for real. Anywho, y'all, there was just some sad shit. I'm just over Shawny and some shit that she posted on Twitter, which who gives a damn, Shawny? Really, bitch? Like, the basketball host could disappear, and not disappear, but at least get some new ones, honey. Find somebody else where they actually doing something, and have a little bit of drama in there, but actually doing something positive or whatever. All this going on with the motherfucking LA hoes. You got one bitch who's trying to be a cartoon motherfucking gunstress. You got Laura who is clearly confusing, bitch. Let me just say this about you and the motherfucking basketball shorts, bitch. Let me go back to that, honey. This is why I believe you and Jackie got so much in common. According to what one of my loves sent to me on the Much Love page. And thank you so much. And y'all, I'm going to put that link below. Apparently, Jackie, allegedly, let me say allegedly, Jackie and her husband are swingers. Allegedly, Jackie has been hooking him up with females or whatever for the longest, and allegedly turned him on to what they wrote was homosexual sex or whatever. But was anybody ever in doubt about whether or not Doug was... Jackie probably been topping his ass for years, her? Okay. Anywho, I'm gonna drop that shit below. Y'all, it wasn't a whole lot that I even want to talk about other than the fact that I feel like all of these motherfuckers is crazy, and Laura's ass, she's turning and this and that another time, and Jackie did me this way and then smiling in her face. Bitch, why don't you just keep it all the way motherfucking gutter at 100, bitch, and tell her you don't like her? And with that being said, stop smiling and grinning in Drea's face because you know you can't stand her. Like, for real, why are you even there? There is a sprinkle of you here and a sprinkle of you there, a little too much for me. You know, it just wasn't. This whole shit with Miss Bambi and old girl is going, I guess, kind of eventually, blow over, come to a head or whatever. With that being said, what is this whole shit? And Miss Bambi girl, I didn't know. So y'all kissing and making out and all of these things. Y'all, it's too much going on. First, we had Miss Gloria talking about, I didn't know you was flirting, this and that and other. And Drea's like, I'm always flirting. And Miss motherfucking Gloria, she's looking at damn Brooke and this and that and other. And y'all, it's just too much going on. Off of that, because if I left some shit out of that, y'all, I just left it out because the shit just ain't worth fucking talking about. The major shit was the whole who got into the fight, then that shit with Laura being a backbiting ass bitch trying to act like she really don't like Jackie, which you probably don't, bitch, but at least be a real bitch and say to her, don't carry that shit on. Bambi trying to be, Mrs. Save a hoe herself and wanting to take up for Jackie, and bitch, you just got your foot in there, and I still would say have a motherfucking seat. You the new hoe, so stay in a new hoe's place. Just sit down, back, honey. Anywho, and off of them, y'all, I don't even want to talk about them no more. Let me go to. Yeah, I'm just gonna throw just it all in here because I have watched it. Can I talk for a minute? My loves have been asking me to look at the American Horror Story or whatever the fuck that is, and I looked at it, Asylum or whatever. Y'all, now listen, I'm the kind of bitch that scary shit. That shit will be in my dreams. All the lights will have to be on in the house. I will constantly be saying, "Baby, did you hear that?" You know what I mean? Getting a big ass knife and this and that and other because I'm scared to pieces. Now, what was I watching? Because one minute he was sleeping with old girl and then some shit and he's just the light went and next thing you know he's in the asylum and this bitch in her teeth and this ponytail that they want to ride on her and then what the dude's arms was getting. I don't know what I'm watching. Do I need to go back and look at this shit from the beginning? And if this shit is as distorted as all of that slow but fast walking in the, y'all, I don't know about this shit. I got it on Netflix to look at whichever one of these to look at and go back and look. But somebody either email me or drop it in the comments and let me know what the fuck I'm looking at and what is the basis of this shit so that I can follow it. But so far, and cut the bitch head off, and then he went to go cut not the head off, cutting her hair off and shit, and he went to go cut the music off, and then here comes this bitch and none, and she cleaned him, and I don't know what the fuck I'm looking at, but y'all get me together on this. Okay. The Walking Dead. Y'all was so tickled when The Walking Dead came back on. Now listen, this I want to say is this. Can I just go ahead and read Miss Girl Back Boots? The one that's pregnant. Now, bitch, how you gonna be mad at your husband or whatever, and you done screwed his friend or whatever? Which for the longest I thought that was his brother or whatever. I don't know. He apparently is kind of losing it or whatever, and apparently this shit just in them, and eventually they all gonna change because I'm just fucked up. Okay. So they having a conversation. They need to leave from where they at or whatever, and everybody's like, "Well, no, maybe we need to do something else." He's like, "No, it ain't no time for this. Ain't no voting, this and that." Nothing. It's like they all turning on him. Oh, dude. But y'all, what the hell do they want him to do? Like, he has had to deal with this shit as well. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to figure out, and they whispering and shit. He's kind of acting strange, and he's doing this and that and other, and blase this and that. What do they want from him? Like, for real. He been the sheriff. He done tried to carry y'all through. He done tried to do the current shit. What do you motherfuckers want? With that being said, apparently old girl who was with the brother, whoever he was that had to be killed, is a Shane or something like that. She's running and shooting the damn Walking Dead. This bitch done got down to her last bullet. And she like, pow, she had like 3. Then the bitch had the knife. And then at one point, I thought the bitch was going to take her shoe off and be like, which bitch, I feel you on that, honey, because listen, you trying to get away from them zombies, honey. I don't know. I would have climbed a fucking tree or something. I don't know. All of a sudden, here you see a hood and 2 motherfucking zombies on a chain. And yeah, I knew it was a woman because the way her silhouette was like, And then the way it was, I was like, I know it's a woman. But then later on, you see it's this black chick that's been around and she carrying around that stinky ass corpse and shit, walking and they trying to eat brains and lips and shit. And apparently the blonde bitch that she saved, she done got sick from something. She's trying to help her or whatever. She's like, look, we gonna stay here, you get well, and she's trying to help her. I don't like that chick, y'all. I'm not here for her at all. I don't know why I don't like her. I think she began to be more and more like, I think it's Shane or the dude that was killed or whatever. Y'all got to get the names right, so please bear with me on that. I'm just not feeling her. Why is she separate? I got to go back and look at the last one. Because did she up and just leave them? Or did she decide that she wasn't going that way and after he was killed, she was just over it? Bitch, them was motherfucking zombies, bitch. I don't know that you should be just renegading, just renegade hoe out there. I just don't know. Anywho, off of that. So they hap up on a penitentiary or whatever. And they done shot like hell, and these motherfuckers zombies is everywhere. And meanwhile, I'm itching and shit because they just look ratchet. They fighting and this and that and other, and they kind of get the little gated area, the little where the gates are. They kind of get like a moment's rest. But old dude's like, honey, we got to press forward because we want to try to go in here and see if we can, if they can kill all of them and take that and stay in there. Meanwhile, old girl gets up and she's like, do you really think they should be doing, they Todd this and that? Another bitch, ain't nobody got time for Todd. The motherfucking zombies is out trying to eat your brains, bitch, if you don't stop being Todd. And with that being said, I'm feeling some kind of way about you being pregnant. And what the fuck is in your stomach? Because I don't know. You've been ingesting the air and shit. You done had this blood all over because I don't know, bitch. And then when he try to be nice to you, you want to throw shade at him. Because you a dirty hoe that slept with old dude and now he gone, bitch, please. For real? Anywho, so they like fighting, trying to get in there or whatever. They get inside and they say the women, her and some other chick, which I'm trying to figure out why this other chick can't go and fight with the rest of them. Not her being pregnant, but I'm talking about that other chick is there. What's her deal that she can't go and fight? Because, see, I'm sorry. We are equally motherfucking matched other than that bitch being pregnant. Bitch, you need to be out here motherfucking shooting too, honey. We all trying to live. And I'm going to be out here trying to fight zombies, bitch, so you can sit and try to be cute and this and bitch. If you don't hit a zombie, you better. Okay, so they get in there and they go and they trying to keep them from looking over there. So they get in there and they see that some of the zombies is in like the what is that shit? Y'all know the little guard gear, whatever. Old girl finds out, well, shit, they like, how the fuck we gonna stab these motherfucking zombies? They got these suits and shit on. And how in the hell why do they still got the suits on? Did they put the damn suits on? Are the zombies getting smarter? Y'all, I'm telling you they are. Because they hiding and shit and putting shit on and anywho. So the one chick is like, this one's great, get her, and she realized I'm gonna go up underneath the shit and they gonna stab. So they did that. In the midst of that, they go inside and they're gonna stay inside the jail or whatever. And y'all might be kind of running on and y'all know how to do. They gonna stay inside the jail. Everybody's picking their spot to be or whatever. Why did the old man tell the little boy who was in there with the girl to leave or whatever? Honey, ain't nobody trying to make whoopee, but except that other daughter of yours and that other dude, honey, ain't nobody trying to make whoopee. Like, for real? He's trying it with me anyway. I like him, but he's trying it. So they get in there and they stay in the little jail cells and this and that and other. And somewhere on down the damn road, y'all, this is what pissed me the hell off. Now, I just said I'm over him, but why did he stop at this body? Like, why And that's another reason why I say them damn zombies is getting smarter, because he was laying there like he was dead, and then as he went there, he bit the shit out of his leg. Like, seriously? Like, why would you even walk that close to it? Get on the other wall. I would have been like, motherfucker, you move. Ah, just unloading. And where the fuck are they getting all of these damn weapons and shit from? Like, they just got endless ass bullets and shit. Where is that shit coming from? Anywho, so he gets bit. They have to drag him in, and the reason why he got bit is because these damn things was hiding. Like I said, they hiding. They didn't think they was in there. Them motherfuckers ambushed the shit out of them. And I was like, oh Lord, they ambushing. I'm jumping and shit. I'm all in. I'm down on the thing like this day, and I got my knife and shit. Yeah, I'm so into it. Y'all would just have to see me when I'm watching shows, because I'd be like, motherfucker, really, it's really ridiculous and sad. So, oh, dude who made, the one that killed Shane, or the sheriff, whatever, he has to hack the leg off. But when he gets bit, instantly in my head, I'm like, they got to chop this motherfucker off or something to keep it from going to his blood, because if they don't, then he's just a goner. But with his leg and shit being gone, how are they going to carry him on? Is what I'm trying to figure out. I don't know, y'all. But anywho, old dude gets that shit and just hacks the fuck out. But it's this look in his eye. Now, y'all tell me, are they turning? Is this shit airborne? Or because they've been cutting all these damn things and got in their eyes and shit, are they turning? I'm just saying, y'all. So y'all tell me that. That's a little tidbit of The Walking Dead. And when it comes on tomorrow, I'm going to come right on and talk about it as soon as it goes out, because I do like The Walking Dead. Let me see. What was the other one that I watched? Um, Scandal. I'm so glad y'all turned me on the Scandal. I'll be in it. Like, you better go, girl. And don't nobody strut like she struts. She be so serious with them looks on her face. Like, do you really want me to do it? She just be, I'll be like, bitch, you better read down and have this time face with your motherfucking rags together and shit. Do you really want me to do it? I know you don't want us to get the cameras in her. Anywho, this one was more or less about this dude who apparently there's this shit where they've been listening to everybody or whatever. She's in her car and shit. They trying to figure out how to get old girl off and get the autopsy. She goes and gets in her car, and the dude's in the back, and she dialing 911 talking about, I ain't got no weapon, I ain't got no money on so-and-so, and there's cameras everywhere. And he's like, look, this is the only place I can talk to you. She's like, get out now, this bitch. Y'all know she's so forceful with her voice. I just love her to pieces. Anywho, so he's like, I need your help. They watching me, this and that and other. And she's pulling off, and he was like, we know about the calls. So instantly she knows something's going on. So she gets him and gets him in, but they trying to check his shit and see where the fuck he come from. And he's saying, well, they've been listening to you. They know where I'm at. And they trying to kill me and this and that and other. NSA, I think it was. This bitch is trying to find out, what the hell's going on. Meanwhile, the dude who's obsessed with trying to figure out how she won this case or whatever, which is unfucking healthy, and that's who I thought it was when I seen somebody in that car. I was like, I know this motherfucker ain't getting ready to try it. Like, are you kidding me? Anywho, so they trying to figure out where he's coming from, and apparently he, is some kind of computer geek or whatever, because old dude, the one that was in Drinkers Anonymous, who wasn't able to say what he was trying to say, or he was, he apparently is a computer whiz himself, and he's like, well, it's going, I'm going to tap in here, and how did you get here, and, they get to see the whole program. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, they start looking at some of the conversations and what's going on and this and that and other. Oh, girl. Now, y'all, this is where it get good. This one is going to get good. She goes to this chick's office, and she's like, talking about the dude, and she's like, yeah, he's just a nutcase. He's checking her to see how she acts, and she's like, did you? She instantly knew the way the whole just gave herself up. She wasn't shook or she didn't do, but she knew that she immediately was getting ready to, she knew what she was talking about. So she goes out in the hallway and she's like, get him out of there right now, because they get ready to come get his ass the hell out of there. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, old dude, because early on in the show, she was called the dude who was on there in the meeting talking about he shouldn't be in stripes or some shit. And apparently there was somebody that she used to date or whatever. Thank you. I'll give it to you. You say how much it was? Okay. Apparently they used to date or whatever. They was on the phone and he knew about it and he called her and he's like, look, you messing with the NSA, you might want to, leave this alone. So they real close like this and they taking pictures and shit. That gets back to the president who y'all know loves her last year drawers. So old dude was like, now you do know it was who she used to date, and he just fucked up about it because they could have said, you do know the bitch just rode a horse through her and killed 10 of the Secret Service agents. He'd have been like, well, she probably had a reason. That man was going on with his own wife and this and that and other who's pregnant, who I still haven't totally figured out why he, is so evil to her, and I'm working on that. So the president has the Secret Service to go get her honey while he's on this little hunting trip or whatever. And he gets her at 5 o'clock in the morning. Now he's jealous as hell because he thinks she's back with him. So she's like, they bring her in the car, whatever, they hunt, and old dude just set it up. And he's like, I think you might want to stay here. Meanwhile, that was cold for the bitches over there in the car in the bushes. So I'm like, oh, Lord. What's going on? So they in the woods and shit. And the Secret Service ain't gonna leave, but whatever the president's doing, they don't give a fuck if he's in a bunny suit and some barbed wire drawers, fucking motherfucking Bambi. We ain't saying shit. We just fear to die for the president. If we have to, we gonna protect him. So she's in the car and he's like, get out the car. Yeah, she's no, and he's like, get out the car. Like this, like y'all, I live for her because she's like, no. Like, is she not everything when it comes down to a mistress? Like, she's a mistress to the president, like for real? And she's like, no, honey, I was like, bitch, you better him. Anywho, so she gets out the car and he's going off and he's saying what he's saying and she's stomping through like, you bring me in the woods in the Secret Service and going off and he's like, I never would have thought it. Did you know he was a traitor and you trading this and that and other? Why are you talking to him and and I know y'all used to go together and mention where they lived at and blah, 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 whatever, and was engaged. You can see he's heated. In the midst of that, she apparently gives him a kiss or whatever, and after she gave the kiss, she was like, I am done, honey. Release me. Whether you release me or not, honey, I am releasing you. I am over this shit, honey. Please stop calling me back, boo. Because I am not here for it. Did she not just break up with the president of the United States? Like, I was like, yes, bitch, you better break up with a motherfucking president in her today. Y'all, she gave me everything I needed, honey, and she was marching in them damn woods. And then she was like, why don't you let me go? And after the kiss and shit, really? Anywho, turns out they trying to figure out what to do about old dude. And it turns out this bastard is no motherfucking good. They did all of this to get next to her and this and that. Y'all, I'm just not here for it. And the whole shit with the grilled cheese and the shit's going off. And, and she's where she's at calling, talking about where is he at? Because she finds out. Something ain't right, which is the same thing that the president did with old dude and was like, I didn't tell you that. How did you know? Or whatever, which he's a motherfucking snake talking about, but I can see you drowning or whatever. Motherfucker, you ain't no good. Anywho, the dude who's next to the president who claims he know every motherfucking thing. So Carrie calls or whatever and tells old dude, kick the door down, this and that and other. He's gone and got in the car with somebody. He then took and got a copy and got all the shit out the computer or whatever. Old dude who's supposed to be the computer whiz, he's sitting there like, this motherfucker, I'm supposed to be the damn computer whiz or whatever. He's just stunned. And is it Carrie? I think it's, y'all might call her Carrie out of pocket because I just get overly excited about Scandal. Anywho, if I am, y'all forgive me. So meanwhile, in the midst of that, they making a deal because they trying to figure out how to keep him safe. And they already said, well, he going to make this interview or whatever. Once they lose him, old girl comes and says, well, he's gone, this and that and other, and we getting you for so-and-so. Miss Girl said, yeah, but, I would hate for somebody to, she had her with the, I would hate for somebody, and we would have to go and get on camera and talk about this and how this was going on and let America know that y'all listening and this and that and other. And y'all know she just does it with a stone face like, y'all. Now, just when I thought that was over with, like, okay, this is where it's going to end at. Did he not think they was going to come find his ass? Like, for y'all, Scandal gives me everything I need. I can just tell y'all that. Scandal gives me every damn thing I need. And everybody keeps saying, well, much love, you need to watch Revenge. I've tried to, and I'm trying to watch it now. The shit gets run on, but I know I'm sticking with Scandal because that is my shit. Anywho, y'all, so she's still legendary as usual, honey. She rocked the shit out of that cream suit she had on. You better strut. Let's see what else, y'all. Let's see what else did I watch. Mm, I don't know. It was some other shit somewhere in between. Y'all been catching up on this. Damn, it's 30 minutes. I'm sorry, y'all. I've been catching up on this show called Sweetie Pies or something like that on, and I just happened to go on it. Y'all, if that woman who, what is her name, Bobby, if she don't remind me of my mother and my aunts, y'all, it's just something about her just reminds me of my mother and my aunts and things like that. Just her whole swag, and she used to be an Ike Ed until her lung collapsed or whatever. It is the cutest show. It really is. Now I'm watching this shit and I get in. I don't even know what season I'm on because they're doing a marathon. And just a little sad ass note, y'all might want to check it out. It's on OWN, but you know, you might not. At one point, the son's girlfriend who he had a baby with or whatever, she's complaining, talking about he working too much, this and that, and other. And although I do know that he needs to work and he wants to make sure that we have a home and this and that and other, you know, but I do want some, you know, cupcake time, which I'm calling it cupcake time or whatever. And I'm only saying this part to say this, ladies. If you know for sure that your husband's coming home late and this and that and other because he's working and you know this earnestly in your heart and you know this, and he may be working this long period or whatever because you know, y'all reaching for a certain goal or starting a business or whatever, why the fuck are you fucking complaining about him not being home? Bitch, maybe put the motherfucking cupcake time on the back burner, bitch. Just put your motherfucking drawers to the side. Don't act brand new because there's some hoes out there that know what I'm talking about. Put the shit to the side, honey. Get what you got to get in the car. However you got to get it in, get it. You know what I mean? Like, come on. This whole thing, either you want this man to work and strive for y'all to have these things, or you don't. I'm just saying, I cannot stand that shit, but I want to go to this and we should go to bed and bitch, he is working trying to hold y'all shit down. And y'all, I can't stand a bitch who will have it. And let's say the man was just working, he had a decent job and she may have she could be home with the children or whatever, and he's just got a decent job. And they had 2 cars, but yet this bitch to try to keep up with the motherfucking Joneses or want a better car. But then when he begins to work hard to try to give it to her, this bitch want cupcake time. Now, bitch, sit your ass down. Your motherfucking cupcake time is in this motherfucking car. I'm just saying, y'all, she got on my nerves. I mean, and the tell me I know he's a bitch. Well, if you know what he's working towards, if you said yourself that you know he ain't cheating and you know it's just that he's working that job just to make sure that things work out, and his mother's trying to open another restaurant, bitch, which that's how you met a bitch because you was working in there, honey, and just thought, well, his gullible ass just got out of motherfucking jail from 10 years, honey. I'm about to get up on this jailhouse. PP ain't really had some coochie here. I'm going to throw it at him out of every draw. Like, bitch, sit your ass down. Ugh. Y'all, it was just some sad shit that just aggravated the hell out of me. But I just was kind of glancing at that and I thought it was good. Another quick thing, I did see Tamar and Vince and the whole fiasco and the argument, and they went to counseling. Yeah, I think I'm gonna make a whole nother video because clearly Vince is trying it with me with some of his shit, and I know they're trying to work it out. And can I just have but a moment to talk about that motherfucking couple that go with them and that husband? He gets the fuck on my nerves, bitch. You just there on the ride, like you shut the fuck up. And Vince, I will say this to you: whatever Tamar's doing, why the fuck is this Oompa Loompa sitting on the motherfucking side talking about, well, Tamar just this and that and other, bitch. If you wasn't around all the motherfucking time, you wouldn't know how Tamar was. Check up on that bitch sitting next to you. Y'all sitting up acting like y'all counseling, bitch. Y'all know y'all got some ravens in y'all closets, and better yet, yes, you can voice your opinion and say this and that and other, you know, but at a point you need to back the fuck up. I personally don't think y'all should have even been going to Hawaii together. Go to Hawaii on your own. And this motherfucker sitting and saying, well, Tamar, and sometimes she Sit your ass down, because I've been tired of you ever since you was playing golf and them motherfucking shorts that look like your leg and ass was eating them. Shut the fuck up. Like, really? And Vince, you don't never let a motherfucking man sit on the side smiling and grinning and check and talk about your wife. And I know you've been through some things, and I hope y'all motherfucking work it out. But first of all, I need you to stop motherfucking whining. And your ass do check out, and you don't want to hear a lot of shit. Yes, Tamai is a bit much, and she's not my favorite sister. But right is right and wrong is wrong. And bitch, you doing a little too much whining for me. Now, Tamai, you can't rein that shit in, honey. Just rein it in, Puddin'. I'm trying to work with you because there was a time that I couldn't miss your name without cringing, honey. But it's just, this has just been trying it. Y'all work that shit out. And 4 hours she left the hospital, she was sitting there with you, honey. What? You act as if you wanted her to be sick with you. Thank God that you made it through. I mean, this whole thing occurring, you getting on my motherfucking nerves. And another thing, that motherfucking dog, I do understand love of dogs, and actually he reminds me of Bougie, and I love Bougie to pieces. But he should listen to her as well. He called his motherfucking name. Really, Vince? And Tamar, you should take your happy ass and go to the damn therapy or whatever the fuck, or whatever he's learning, the little school, and figure out how to, straighten him out and get him together. But he should be listening to y'all both. But Vince, you will never let that Oompa Loompa sit down and even make any suggestions about your wife. And the same thing goes, like, I could take it from his wife, maybe a little bit. But, bitch, I'm going to need you to back. These hoes got to be every motherfucking way y'all go. For real. And he's sitting there talking more. And at one point, it looked like the doctor was like, if he don't shut the fuck up, child, I don't know how she sat there, and I don't know how Vince sat there and let him make his suggestions. Fuck you, bitch. This ain't about your motherfucking therapy. Bitch, make an appointment for you and that bitch sitting next to you. Like, for real? Sit the fuck down. Anywho, y'all, okay. That's pretty much, it's just random shit and just the random ass shows or whatever. And I'm sorry if I left some shit out that y'all wanted me to talk about or whatever the case may be. Please bear with me. I'm sorry, but I am going to get back in. I told you I was having work done around here, and I still have some more to go. And I got to get all the carpets cleaned in the house and all of these things. So y'all bear with me. Carpet cleaning, the sink in. What's wrong, Puddin'?
Men are just
what happened?
Late. I mean, they're just late, Mama. They're just late. That's all I got to say. I'm going to get me.
What man is late, honey? Go in there and get my pineapple shit.
That doesn't make no sense. Like, how? That is just so late.
Okay, well, baby, men can. Oh, Brent's having man problems.
I mean, I can get to his picture for like 5 minutes, honey. We sitting on the phone. I just now calling you. We sitting on the phone. I mean, I understand you have children and everything, which is another thing. I'm going to start boycotting. Men with kids, stay away from me, honey, because y'all got issues. First off, don't let that be your excuse for every time we can't have communication, honey. Because if you can sit up and text me, you can talk to me for a few minutes out of your day, which means you have a few minutes to text me, you have a few minutes to get on the phone. Secondly, when we are on the phone, don't be texting in my ear. I mean, you can text, but it takes you that long to text. When we text, you get me messed up, honey. I'm not stupid. You can text somebody else, that's fine, but not on my time, honey. You can do that on your own time. Like, I'm not stupid. I've been gay a lot longer than you.
Okay, well, now we got the gay lymphometer. Get the pineapple snaps.
Late. Ooh, it's just so late because I mean I can't.
And cigarette, honey, get it, cause I got my slushy in here, pineapple. I got to put my drink in it, y'all. Just tell him to just get you the bottle.
It's in the closet.
Yes, it is. Yes, y'all. I got my pineapple shit stashed. Anywho, y'all. So I'll probably be right back in here. And Brent can go on with his, what's going on. And apparently men are being late. They're late. Clearly, it's a mess that he is a man himself saying, man, I'm just late. Does that include him as well? I don't know. Drop that shit below. So y'all matter here. If I left out some shit, y'all already know. Put that shit in there. And y'all get me together on this asylum shit. Get me together, please. So I'm out of here. Much love.